my crafty friends. This video is how to make a fun fold card, yes. However, there's so much more packed into this video. You're gonna wanna watch every second. This video is perfect for the beginner crafter, but it's also perfect for everyone else that just wants an easy card making idea. Are you ready to create some crafts? Let's get started. Step one is all about the cutting. How are we gonna cut our cardstock? So I want you to start with a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and you're gonna cut it down at 5.5. So you're gonna have 5.5 by 8.5. Then we're gonna score it. If you've got the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer like I have, you have two blades, a cutting blade, which I can push to the side, and the scoring blade. So what we're gonna do is score it at 4.25. But then, because we're going to fold that in half with the top part of your card, you're going to score it again, or fold it in half if that's simpler for you. But you're going to score it at 2 1/8, and then fold that so that the little flap right here is on the top. So when you open it, you've got the mountain on the top and the valley on the inside, just as if it's a regular opening type card and not a fun fold. The second piece you're gonna cut is another layer, and it's gonna be the exact same color if you want to match the base. And this one is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So you've got these two base pieces. Then I want you to cut a piece of white. This is gonna be at 6 inches, and come back and cut it on the other side at 4.5. The next thing you're gonna do is either, whatever is simpler for you, fold it in half, or come back and score it right in half at the 3-inch mark. And then that's gonna be a fold and be a miniature card. But I told you too much already. Then what I want you to do, we're gonna cut some designer series paper, and I came in with the Florals in Bloom 12 by 12 designer series paper. Here's all the pretty patterns. So I chose this pattern. Here's what the back looks like. I'm gonna use a little bit of both. So you're gonna cut 3 pieces, and the first piece you're gonna cut is gonna be 5 1/4 and 4 inches. You can see already where that piece is going. These two, I want you to cut the same. You're gonna cut them at 2 inches, and then you're gonna come back at 5 1/4. So both are exactly the same, 5 1/4 by 2. So now you've got the 3 pieces of the designer series paper. Before we begin step 2, I want you to remember me with all your crafting supplies. All the supplies I use today can be found on my online store, and I'll put the link below. All the colors, all the pretty paper, all the stamps. But let's begin with step 2, and that is adhering everything together. Some assembly required, if you will. I did want to share with you, I've got the card layering cheat sheet that I made for us. So this is my gift to you if you want it. It's how to layer, how to cut layers for your cards. I've got the 1/4 inch smaller step, so the 1/4 inch reduction, or the 1/8 inch reduction. And I will email this to you absolutely for free. If you want it, you let me know. All right, so some assembly required. What we want to do, this piece, you guessed already, and I gave away the store, but we're going to adhere this pretty designer series paper down to the base of the card. And sometimes I get wild and crazy, and I use a bunch of different adhesive. There you go. I use a bunch of different adhesives. So this is just bigger. Now you see what I was gonna do? This has a direction, so flip it up, folds like that. Okay, so then eyeball, because this is a 1/4 reduction, so you're gonna have a little framing or a little margin on all 4 edges. And then it would fold like that if we had a normal card, but this little flap goes back. So what we're gonna do, now you've got some options. I'm gonna decorate the outside first, and then you can either decorate the inside as well, or you can flip these over and have one direction, one the next, make them both the back side. These color coordinate because as you can see, it's the same paper. It's 2-sided paper. So that is such a cool technique. And I'm calling it a technique. It's paper, yes. But just because it's 2-sided, it gives you a technique. Have you ever thought about it that way? Tell me below if you've ever thought of it that way. All right, so I'm gonna make sure I've got some little margins here as well. You're just gonna adhere it down on the outer flap. Now, you can leave that blank as you want. Let me show you our sample card. This is the first one I made, and the inside has blank. I left it blank. I just thought that was so pretty. So anyway, I'm gonna put that there. So I thought this one, let's get wild and crazy and let's go ahead and decorate the inside flap. I like to do things a little different when I make cards with you and make some videos for us, because I want you to see a variety of ideas, and sometimes seeing cards in different colors or seeing them a little different than the sample, it just helps. All right, and continuing with our step 2 with adhering everything down, you're gonna bring your white in, and we're gonna do it backwards from an opening of a card. It normally opens like this, so we're gonna adhere it down backwards so it opens the wrong way, but that's part of our fun fold. So go ahead and adhere that down. Close it up if it makes it easier for you, and on the inside there, kind of eyeball it, center it, because then it'll open like this. Now here's the secret, and here's some variety, and here's where the extra tips come in for you that I've talked about, that this is just some chock full of some ideas. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with this, yes, but what if we came in and instead of using a solid piece of cardstock, we use some more designer series paper? So that's an option for you. Or what if we came in and stamped our image? So please know, you don't have to make your card exactly like mine. You have options, and I want you to have options. So what I chose to do is I'm gonna use an embossing folder and then run this through my miniature cut and emboss machine. What do you think? Isn't that the cutest? I think this is called Glass and Gardens. And I just think that's the prettiest, sweetest. Look how cute and sweet. What? So that I did ahead for us. And this is what I want to use to decorate our actual. Looks to me like I need to change my cutting blade. How do I know? Can you see the little fibers sticking out there? That's a sign, if you didn't know already, that you need to change your blade or sharpen your blade. So I share that with you because when we're new, you just don't know these kind of things. All right, that looks so stinking cute. All right, before we get on to the next step, I want to decide where we want our ribbon. And let me show you why I say decide where we want it. This card, when you open it up, I did the ribbon on this flap. And yes, you're going to see it from both sides. And the bow has to go at the top so it doesn't get in way of the opening and closing. But what if we put the ribbon on the smaller card? And that's where I wanted to get in and do a little different for you. And this we could do, I'm going to actually do it a little lower. I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to leave it right there till I get the rest done and make sure it's in the right location before I trim these. And what am I talking about? But I'm about to show you. Before I trim these, I want to make us a label. So I have some basic white, and I come in here and made us a cute label. Now let me show you some cute things we could do with our label, and then we'll get into some stamping. I showed you in my last video, but anybody that has trouble with strength or arthritis in your fingers or hands, use your Take-A-Pick and just push it into one corner, and it'll puff this up and open it enough where you'll be able to physically open it. Then this is going to add a little dimension to our label. I want you to dip it like that into your ink. What? Isn't that crazy cute? So this side, there, cute, right? And then I'm going to come in because I've got our sentiment, and this is Simply Said stamp set. You see me use this almost every week. And yes, I need to order another one, or do I? Look at the versatility from birthday to just a note to thinking of you to thank you. I mean, there's so many good basic sentiments in this. I just think it's crazy good. Here we go. Before I stamp, I'm going to bring in my Silicone Craft Sheet. And you know why if you've watched my videos before. This Simply Said stamp set. These are polymer stamps, so they don't have the built-in cushion. So we need to add cushion by putting something, layering something underneath it. When you stamp, you hold steady, maybe 2-3 seconds, but you don't rock, and you just hold down, and there you go. Beautiful. Perfect every time. So cute. So we're going to pop this up some dimensionals. I call them pop-ups because they pop up. When in doubt, pop it out. All right, we did our stamping. Now we're going to adhere our label down. So I'm going to center it, but more towards the bottom. Center it as best I could. And that's why I left my bow, I almost called it label, my bow with the little tail sticking out, because I want I wanted to see how much I had left and if I really needed to cut it and how short to cut it and where I wanted my bow. Like, does the bow need to go up here or does it look cute right beside my label? And I'm thinking it looks stinking cute. So let's get on and add some bling because we can. I'm gonna get my Take-A-Pick. Yes, I'm gonna go all matchy-matchy on us. I'm gonna put mine right there because I wanna emphasize the you in the thinking of you. And I could stop right there with 1, but we either want 1, 3, or 5. So odd numbers, not because I'm odd, little bit, but because that is the decorating formula. All right, what do you think? It opens, closes, closes. There's that. So now we have a little variety. We have some options. The bow, I know which one I like already. I'm not gonna say out loud, but I'm just gonna point. But this one is stinking cute as well with the bow on this side. So tell me below, where are you gonna put your bow? Inquiring minds wanna know, where are you gonna put your bow? While you're thinking about it, I want you to go like this, boop, and hit the thumbs up button. What? Tell me if you want my layered cheat sheet. Remember to do that. For more videos just like this one with simple card designs that are easy to copy, choose a video from my playlist called Card Making 101. Click the link to the right of the screen. I'm not sure which is your right and which is my right, but click the link to the right of the screen. It'll take you right to the playlist and you can choose some more simple cards to copy. Please, yes, copy. If you're on Facebook, share your designs. Thank you for watching, and watch another one of the videos from Card Making 101, and I'll see you next week on my next video. Bye now.